Let's talk about the Crystal situation. So the first night that Crystal and I met was at a mutual friend's house around the holidays. The first thing Crystal said to me about this group of women was that you ladies were not intelligent, nobody was educated, and you're very shy.
Shallow and uneducated?
Shallow. Well, she knows I'm educated, so
That's ridiculous.
We're all educated.
We're all educated.
We're all educated.
That's ridiculous.
You're nowhere near more educated than the rest of us. By the way, child bride.
You've been going in on social media, and it seems like your comments are sort of shading one specific cast member. Here are some examples of that. Let's take a little look.
I usually don't clap back on social media. I usually lay low. But, you know, when you take it too far, meaning my marriage, Rob, hip hop Rob, I'm going to protect him and me. And so, yeah, that's what happened. And I feel very good about it.
Oh, okay. You know what? Feeling good that you were triggered and ready to go this year.
I can't imagine that was great hearing.
No, it wasn't. I think, like I said, I think it's okay to clap back on this show. That's what we do. I just felt like it was a loaded comment directed at me because half the girls got married younger than me, and other girls marry men with a wider age range. So why that was directed at me seems there's been a pattern.
The U.S. government criticizes other countries that allow child marriages. But it turns out that here in the U.S., hundreds of thousands of young girls have gotten married over the last 10 years, and they did it legally. Now, there's an organization known as Unchained at Last, and they do studies and they look into the issue of child marriage here in the United States. And so they looked at data from 2000 to 2010, and what they found was that girls as young as 12 years old get married off here in the United States. So apparently their laws in 27 states do not specify an age below which a child cannot marry, right? So most states indicate that you have to be 18 years old in order to get married, but some states make exceptions. So for instance, if you're in Idaho and you have an underage daughter that you want to marry off, all you have to do is give the courts your consent as a parent, and that young girl can get married. Now, in 38 states, more than 167,000 children, almost all of them girls, some of them as young as 12, were married during that period, again, 2000 to 2010, mostly to men 18 or older. And that's estimated that the total number of children wed in America between 2000 and 2010 was nearly 248,000.
Wow. But I hope the mullahs who married him are happy and proud. This is one of the reasons that people sometimes give as to why we should invade Middle Eastern countries.
Yes, that's exactly right.
You know that they married off your kids. Oh, look at these pedos or pedos or whatever they are, marrying off the kids at 12, 13. Now, that's not a bad point, of course, in that that's a terrible way to conduct affairs. It's not a good point as to why we should invade them. If you think it's a good reason as to why we should invade them, West Virginia and Idaho, buckle up because we're about to invade you. And so we don't pick those states out of nowhere. Obviously, some parts of the country are more used to this than others.
Right. And look, I think that our audience is smart, and they know that anytime someone uses that excuse to invade a country, it's not really about protecting young girls from child marriages. There are all sorts of other very corrupt reasons why we invade other countries. But here in the United States, this is an issue that you see in various religions. It's not just Muslims or Christians. You also see this trend with some Orthodox Jews as well. So it doesn't matter what the religion is. You see it with fundamentalists in the country. Also, at least 31% of these girls were married to a spouse aged 21 years or older which is insane. Some children were married at an age or with a spousal age difference that constitutes statutory rape under their state's laws.
So that's the most important part. So look, some of these, I understand 18-year-old guys getting married to a 17-year-old girl, and the world's not going to end. Now, I think that is way too young to get married, but that's like my opinion, man, and it's a free country. And so their parents give them consent, and it's not a federal issue, okay? Now, if you have someone above the age of 21 marry someone as low as 12, 13, et cetera, and that is actually statutory rape, unless the parents give consent for that to happen, then we've got a real issue.
I know that in this case, these young girls don't feel like they have an option because their parents are pressuring them into doing this. But if you can hold off as long as you can, right? Like 30 is a good age for women to get married, like 35 maybe.
And so that wasn't cool.
You did later then take to Instagram, and I have to look at this because I wrote it down. You said, keys to a successful marriage: set aside quality time together, yes. Express love and appreciation, yes. Manage conflict constructively,
yes.
And don't borrow diamond necklaces for your wife.
Yes, I stand by that.
A mic drop.
Look, you know what? Like I said, we can clap back, but like, don't bring Rob Minkoff into it. Like, he's like, Rob's the best. He's hip hop Rob.
Yeah.
And so, like, don't touch my husband. Like, and I have been really clear, like, you know, you never really see me ever talk about Kyle's marriage. Like, I am protective of marriage, protective of the husbands. Like, that is not somewhere I go. So clap back at me about education. You can call me stupid. You can call me whatever you want.
Right.
But when you say child bride, you're actually insulting Rob. And Rob and I have been together for 20 years together. We went to college, we graduated, we've built businesses, and like, so that was unnecessary to bring him like in that, like, come for me, don't come for Rob. Like, that's not okay. So I'm like, then I'm gonna clap back.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna clap back with truth.
And it was good. It was so good. I would imagine Dorit maybe had some words about that at the reunion.
She did not have any response to this.
Ooh.
Because I think that she, you know, I dropped the mic and she didn't know how to pick it up.
And it did happen.
Yes.
She read the
yes.
necklaces.
And by the way, it was a confessional. It wasn't in time.
Totally.
So she had time to think about it. She chose to say that it was done with intention. And so I always accept clapbacks, but don't talk about Rob Minkoff.
I agree.
By the way, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like, full name. Don't talk about Rob.
Don't talk about Rob Minkoff, please.
Have I ever said that I was a socialite?
No.
Have I said that I'm very social?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
With all the socialites I do know, they don't say I'm a socialite.
That is correct.
She actually, that's what she is. I do believe that she maybe said that. I do.
Isn't that like an old term used as like, what
know.
are we
All
doing,
I know
a
is
debutante
I've always-
ball and coming out? Is this a cotillion? None of us here are from, you know, good breeding, despite what Sutton wants to think of herself.
I've been to the Met Gala 7 times. I'm on the board of American Ballet Theater.
Okay.
I just resigned from MOCA board.
Okay.
So there's that.
You know, none of us here are, you know, Northeastern blue bloods, so off.
Okay, so Crystal and I actually just talked about this the other day.
And?
At the American Ballet Theater Gala.
I know, I missed it.
That I chaired.
I know.
She said, I'm not a socialite. Socialites are in New York. It's an East Coast thing. San
Is
Francisco.
she social, though? She's always out doing something.
She's social.
Okay. But not a socialite.
She might be the most social one in the group.
Okay.
I could hear her saying something like that. Like, I'm kind of the more social one. That I could hear her say.
Okay.
I'm a very social person, and I don't call myself a socialite, but if that's what being social is, then I guess I am.
Yeah, the first night that Crystal and I met at that holiday party at our mutual friend's house, she was like, I'm a housewife, and I was like, oh, interesting. Like, so, are you guys, like, really good friends?
When I met her, she had asked me, because she watched the show, so she goes, do you guys hang out with each other all the time? And I said, some people hang out, and some people, I might see them like, after, you know, the next season. I said, it looks like everyone is super social, but there's more people who like have big groups of friends or their tight group. So I said, I'm someone that has a lot of friends. I'm very social. I'm one of the more social people because I'm from LA. And she took that to change it into. I said, everyone is not a socialite, but I am.
You have this need to make people, like, you need people to think that you're better than them.
I don't need anything.
She does.
No, but that's all I've seen. And the not
That's all
being
you've seen.
honest.
I've met you 6 times in my
Crystal,
life.
that doesn't matter.
Give me an
It's
example
what
of
you've
when.
shown me.
Give me an example.
Crystal,
When I think I act like I'm better than you.
Well, right
Give me
now,
an example.
right now, I think you do because you
Okay, so
are.
always.
You're not
Give
being
another
honest.
example.
You're not being honest.
So give me another example.
With Crystal.
Give me another example.
Like they are uneducated and pretend socialite. She's like, I'm the only real, actual socialite in the group.
She probably did call us all uneducated. Hooray.
Don't care.
Yeah, right. Okay, what's your
I
next
mean,
question? Okay.
I don't care. Like if she wants to say I'm uneducated,
I don't
did not go
either.
to college. I'm also very intelligent and very successful, so I don't really care what someone says I'm uneducated.
I mean, there's many ways to be educated. What, formally educated, street-wise? Are you worldly?
Self-educated.
Like self-educated? Like what are we talking about? Sexual knowledge? I don't know. Financial, spiritual?
Why
And if
does
you
that
hate
count?
us, and we're also dumb, what are you doing here?
Crystal, bring it down a notch.
Do not tell me to bring it down.
You're acting like a hormonal teenager.
Oh my God.
Okay, don't make the little people come out.
You know what else I want from you? I want to thank you for giving
what?
you something to talk about and making your ass relevant.
Oh, God.
You and Annemarie were at odds all season.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this journey.
You know, tell me, you were Nancy Sinatra when I met you.
Here we go.
And then you
Like downplaying
Let me tell
my
you something.
profession
No,
again.
no. You're such a bitch.
Crystal wanted to go to medical school. Sorry, Crystal, that you decided to marry a man that didn't support your dream. Crystal probably sees me, is super triggered. Look at her with her, like, sorry, my life's pretty awesome, whatever. And she is a thriving medical professional. Wish I would have been able to do that.
Hold on, before we start, who is this producer and why did you work for Wendy Williams for so long? Because this is shady and I kind of love it. Do you care to respond to that?
I just think this is who she is, that she sort of blurs the line, that I'm jealous because I was very clear I wanted to go to medical school, become a surgeon, and she went to nursing school. So that's who she is. And no one's jealous of Annemarie's life.
Oof.
I'm loving this.
All right.
I'm loving this new you.
Well, listen, the other housewives in medicine have spoken out against Annemarie's treatment of Sutton. Even the American Society of Anesthesiologists threw shade her way. Have things gone too far? Did she dig her own grave?
I would say I started to feel like it was going too far. I did feel bad because I've been on the other side of social media, hate. But I will say she continues to go on social media and double down. So it's almost like she's asking for it.
Right.
So I stay out of it. I'm not going to get involved in that. But I don't know. She seems to welcome it.
She is not being truthful about what she told me about the group.
So she for sure said
Crystal,
this.
I do not lie.
We all say things, but if we're uneducated and shallow, then why be here?
I've met you 6 times in my
Crystal,
life.
that doesn't matter.
Give me an
It's
example
what
of
you've
when.
shown me.
Give me an example
Crystal,
of when I think I
you-
act like I'm better than you.
Well, right
Give me
now,
an example.
well, right now, I think you do because you
Okay, so
are.
always.
You're not
Give
being
another
honest.
example.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yes, 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 yes. Crystal, you better eat that bitch up. I'm sorry, Miss Annemarie, to call you a bitch, but you need to get eaten the fuck up because what you're saying is nonsense.
Crystal, bring it down a notch.
Do not tell me to bring it down.
You're acting like a hormonal teenager.
And you're acting like a dumb bitch, so y'all are even in this hoe. Because what does this even matter? I mean, I guess it does matter that she probably said this, and again, I do think she did say this, but at this point, who gives a fuck? They've said worse to each other, and also, like, why did you wait this long to reveal this tea? Because Crystal ate you up in the last episode, so now this is your get back, like I said previously. Nah, bitch, you should have been let this out instead of letting it out because now that you're hurt.
Oh my God.
Okay, don't make the little people come out.
You know what else I want from you? I want to thank you for giving
what?
you something to talk about and making your ass relevant.
Hold on, Miss Anna Banana in this bitch. How the fuck did you make Crystal more relevant when she was the doll of the show? Not the doll of the show, but I mean, like, she's already that girl. Meaning, like, she's already on the show. So you're the new girl. Nobody knows you. So I feel like her arguing with you brings you clout and brings you attention, not the other way around. So I think you're a confused ass, dumb ass bitch and a tired ass. So I went out of my face. Sorry, girl. Okay.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.